Let me tell you about Alphabet, ticker GOOG or GOOGL. Super high conviction, 10 out of 10 badges from me. Tech giant that generates the vast majority of its revenue from online advertising, but they've also got a whole bunch of other bets, plus masses of money they're generating in cloud computing and in AI. Alphabet has got 7 products, each with over 2 billion users. Its mobile OS Android is on 70% of handsets. It is dominant. And that gives it unrivaled distribution. And then beyond advertising, Google Cloud, GCP, has become a key part of the investing thesis over recent years. Last year, cloud revenue surged 31% year over year to $43 billion. The company ended last year with $95 billion in cash, and it's generating over $100 billion in net income for the year. So it's actually the world's most profitable company. And yet, despite all of that, it still trades at just 20 times earnings or 6 times sales. So it is by far and away the cheapest of all of the Magnificent Seven. The market has really misunderstood the impact that AI is going to have on Alphabet. It thinks AI is going to disintermediate it and kill search. This is a misunderstanding. AI is a massive opportunity, not a threat for Alphabet. I've been an owner of this company since 2010, and I added to this position as recently as 2 months ago. This is my highest conviction investment at today's valuation.
Oh boy, where do we start? I think you need to explain a little bit more clearly that the what is giving this us this opportunity to get a 10 badger rating, right? You're saying the market's missing it, and it's the AI thing. And I am, and for full disclosure, I'm leaning, if not heavily on your side, but significantly on your side. I think you're right about this. For to use our scale for a rating to be 10 badgers or 10 bananas, it seems like you have to have like all the faith in the world that this is the case. And on my end, I kind of think, well, I agree, but what if, like, since AI is such a new thing, what if they, something goes wrong, or they sabotage themselves somehow, or they are too, whatever. So I don't know if it's me niggling that maybe this should only be a 9 badger or an 8 badger rather than a full 10. You're out here saying, no, you have no doubt whatsoever that AI ain't gonna touch it. Not only is it not gonna touch it, it's gonna make it a better company. Can you explain that a little bit, like why you're so confident in that?
Yeah, and I'll try and keep it brief. Like I unpacked it in a post on social media a bunch of months ago, and I also recapped it briefly on the conversation with the European dividend growth guys the other day. Everybody thinks AI is going to come in and it's going to stop you. Like when you Google something, you see like the 10 blue links, and you go into it, and Google get paid a little bit of money because the whole way advertising tech works is this crazy auction that happens in real time whenever you search for anything, and Google serves up stuff that it thinks you want, but it also gets paid by the people whose stuff appears like in that first page of results. And everybody thinks AI is going to kill that because the thinking here is that you won't go and Google search for something, you'll ask AI for this thing. Well, how do most people access AI? It's going to be on their phone. And sure, OpenAI are deploying ChatGPT to a whole ton of handsets, and they're growing gangbusters rate. But most handsets, nearly 3/4 of all handsets in the world today, all phones in the world, are Android. And Google, like for 2 billion people, like they're using at least 7 of Google's products, things like maps and search and other stuff, like photos and various other products. Every time you touch any one of those Google products, it learns a little bit more about you and your preferences. So you take this vast repository of data, which I think dwarfs the information that a company like Meta has on you and a company like Apple has on you, because most iPhone users have got a couple of Yeah, most iPhone users have got a couple of Android apps on their phone anyway, because Google Maps is pretty damn good and Google Photos is pretty damn good. Like, there are no iPhone apps on an Android handset. Apple are getting none of that data. And I haven't even talked about YouTube, right? Like, arguably, now the world's dominant media channel, like so much content and so much educational content as well as entertainment content, plus like incredible podcasts like ours, right? It's all on YouTube, and all that data is there for Alphabet to mine for insight. And then know, you're spending, oh, Christoph like watched 30 seconds of this video and he clicked away. He's not interested in that thing. Or he jumped to this point of this video and watched this bit. He's interested in that thing. So this vast repository of data, I'm bringing it together now into the conclusion. When you ask AI using Gemini or using any of your Android tools, because Gemini is built into all of them behind the scenes, you ask a question, Alphabet can lean on that unrivaled data to give you the one answer that serves your needs in a much more sophisticated way than anybody else can, because they know so much about you. But at the same time, the AI result is the advert, right? I gave this example on my social media, but I think it's a good one. I just kind of made it up. It's like, I'm a health conscious guy. I don't like Greg's. I do like healthy food. If I'm like walking the streets and I want to get pizza and I search for pizza, well, Android natively knows, Alphabet natively know that I want a healthy version of pizza, maybe unless I'm really drunk. And so they're going to serve that to me. That's a high intent advertising opportunity, because I'm probably going to go to that pizza place, because it's like when they told me about it, the AI told me in Maps, hey, Luke, here is your recommended pizza joint. It's these guys that do this, gluten-free thing or whatever it might be. I'm probably going to go there because it plays to the stuff I really, really want. And so they can charge that pizza restaurant even more for that advert that was built into the AI response. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. I didn't even talk about Waymo, didn't even talk about all these other bets that could turn into like massive Tesla rivaling companies one day. But that's why I think AI is benefiting Google's ad tech, not disintermediating it.
I buy all that, and I think all the people running Google are some of the sharpest minds, and they're on this. They know, they're not sleeping at the wheel. So it would be for them to bungle this would take some sort of cataclysmic miscalculation, which I just don't see happening given what the company's DNA is. So I think you're right that this is an opportunity in this moment of doubt, and I'm probably gonna be a Alphabet shareholder owner soon.
All right. Very
Yeah.
good. Nice to hear.
Yeah.
10 badges.
Wow. Yep. 10 badgers for Google.